Alrighty, got some news for everybody. I did just get out of the shower, but that's not the news, by the way. But, it's been a minute since I got out, and news being, after the box, I did already announce it in the Open Cone Collective Discord. But after the box, the shave you're seeing today is going to be the only one you see until this puck is gone. I got one stick of Arko in this little, this is Viking Revolution, the first company I ever got. I don't really recommend their stuff. It's not too bad. I haven't used it in a long time. I might, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's what this video is about. This video is about what this channel is going to look like for a little while after I'm done doing that. Like I said, I have it in that one for then, but for now, I'm going to use the stuff I got in my Brasso mug. And at least for the time being, I do not plan on switching razors or brushes or soaps or aftershaves or any of it until that puck is gone. And that mostly being because it's supposed to be done with Williams mug soap, but it's not really available anymore, at least not for a reasonable price. So we're gonna do the next best thing and use a stick of Arko instead of a puck of Williams. I'm just getting my residual, all the extra stuff that was on the side of my thing there. Now, if you're new here to my channel, I mean, you might not know why specifically I'm choosing the gear that I am. But, hey, if you watch my latest videos, you know that I really am enjoying my new genuine Couture. However, that is not where the love for that razor came from. The love for that razor originally started with this guy, my Couture clone made by Vanderhagen. And the difference between the two mostly being this one is a little bit thinner, has a matte finish, so it's a little easier to hold on to, and is generally slightly milder than the genuine thing. But the biggest difference, this is 20 bucks. The real deal is anywhere from 65 to 70. And I'm also going to be using only these guys, Perma-Sharps, and as you can tell, I do like them. I've used quite a few of them. Oh, there's the pack I was looking for. I knew I already had it all in the pack somewhere. But that's what we're going to be using. We're going to be using this cheap budget, no brand Amazon brush, synthetic. I'm going to try not to use my sprayer too much, because you really don't need to. And I'm going to be using, at least until I camp anymore, until I can't stand it, my Fedora clone. And we're going to do all the way up to 6. The genuine thing goes to 6.5, but I just said I was going to try not to use my sprayer, so we're not going to. I'm going to use the brush. Dip the tips, get a little more water. Because I sat there yapping for how long? Now, if you've never used Arko, it does have a little bit of a controversial scent. I personally like it a lot. And if you've ever used Electric Sheep, it's that, but toned way down. Yeah. So, I haven't used this guy in a while, but if you are going to get one, if you're thinking, well, why would I pay 4 times the price for what looks like the same razor? Well, you're paying to support the person who originally came out with it. Well, not the person, but the company that came out with it. I don't know if the person is still making any money. Put it that way. But McCurr is the one that originally came out with this design. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2, weight comparison. If you like a heavier razor, you definitely want the real deal. This one, it's got a little bit of weight. It's not like you're holding a plastic razor or anything, but the real deal has enough that it's like, with a head shave, it actually might be too much. Because you don't want too heavy a razor for head shaves. But this guy also, like I said, I have it turned all the way up to a 6. If I did that with my McCurr, which I do frequently, that razor, the tour feels more like I'm trying to shave with like a shavette on a stick. I wouldn't quite go as far as a straight razor on a stick. It doesn't have that sturdiness to it, but it does have the insane sharpness with what feels like no guard. It gets so big, the gap. Now I need to go back and double check, because it's been a long time since I made that video. I still fully agree with the things that I've said in it or not. However, I do fully agree with the gear choices stuff. If you're looking for a nice cheap way to shave and have a nice good shave every time, and you're not trying to use anything crazy expensive or anything like that, or if you're on a budget, this is great. You don't have to buy it in bulk. You can buy one stick at a time, which I highly recommend. If you've never tried Arko or any of those, I would buy one stick first before you go crazy like I did. But once you know whether or not you like Arko, this stuff is like anywhere from 50 to 65 cents an ounce, which is insane. When you're buying in a 12-pack. Depending on where you're buying with a single stick, it can be more. Yeah. Is this a BBS shave? No. Could I go another pass? Absolutely. Should I go another pass? This is telling me no, but I think I'm gonna listen this time. I never do that. The world might be coming to an end. I'm gonna listen to my skin this time. In hopes that I will actually set an example for those watching. But this is going to be what this channel looks like for the next at least a month, probably more. I'm going to be using this exact combo every single day until this soap, this 1.5 inches or so of soap, is gone. And I'm got plenty of lather left, tons and tons and tons of it left in this thing. So if I ever do need to go 3 passes, you don't need a lot of it. You really don't. But yep, if you haven't used Arko before, very, very, very cheap stuff. It is a little drying. It can dry your skin out, and it does dry mine out. So I use a little bit of Nivea after the shave. Just to help lock in some moisture. And if you ever use too much, just start rubbing it everywhere, man. I'm sure your skin won't mind a little extra hydration in places that don't normally get it. Like the back of your neck, or like, well, I guess it kind of depends, but regardless. Nivea, Thayer's, which I think I used, I don't remember, but I will gladly always use that little extra witch hazel. And finally, last but definitely not least, skin bracer. Giant hole cover up. So yeah, I will be cheating a little bit. I'm only going to be doing this X'd out Williams Puck Arko challenge on the face, specifically. Head shaves, I am going to be picking whatever soap. Only because A, I get bored very easily, and B, I'm not trying to just smell like skin bracer, man. Don't get me wrong. Stuff smells incredible. But again, I get bored easy, man. I can't do that. But that is what the face shaves at least are gonna be until that third puck is gone. I intentionally did not use it this time because this doesn't count. This is not part of that challenge. This is just a, hey, that's what I'm doing. But I got 4 more videos and a handful more just because I ordered some more. At very least 4 more videos before I do that challenge. That one we did. That one we did. So yeah, I've got 3 Sterlings. Yeah, 3 Sterlings. I've tried the other one on camera. 4 Sterlings, I forgot. I have 1 more coming. And 4 from the box. And we might, maybe, depending on how many people I have like to watch head shaves, might do those on camera, but it's gonna be Arko Nivea Skin Bracer with Perma-Sharp and my knockoff Vitour. That's what we're looking at until that puck is gone. It's gonna be a journey. But whenever you get bored of watching me, go down in the description. I got a whole list of people to watch. You don't gotta watch me. They're funnier anyway. They're better. I'll catch you next time.